All right, quick episode. Thank God this is the last week of Mercury retrograde, y'all. Because, good grief, this has been a busy, overwhelming, slightly. Try not to make it so overwhelming, but it's been a busy, overwhelming Mercury retrograde season in Gemini. It's also been a busy Saturn retrograde. It's also been a busy Pluto retrograde. And then at the end of this week, this time next week, we will be in Jupiter retrograde. How exciting. But the good thing is Mercury retrograde will end 2 days into the next week. But we got to get through this week. And we got to get through the Saturn in retrograde, square Uranus, second exact point. Now, I failed to mention that this square has been taking us into, we've been receiving these energies since January 6th of 2021. It is the slowest inner planet, Saturn, which takes 2 to 2.5 years to go through a sign, and the first outer planet, which is also slow, that takes 5 years to go through a sign. In between Saturn and Uranus is Chiron, which also takes about 5 or 6 years to go through a sign, and Chiron is the wounded healer. Why is all this important? Because Saturn is the old world and Uranus is the new world, and Chiron orbs around both of them, healing both of their energies because they both are really strong planets. Saturn is the grandfather planet, the oldest planet, and Uranus, even though it represents all things new, is the wise great-grandfather planet. So they both know and have a lot of authority over our lives. Saturn being the last inner planet having to do with our inner associations. However, it rules Capricorn, which is an outer zodiac sign. The first 6 signs are Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Inner, having to deal with our individual selves, energies. The last 6 signs, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, have to do with the way we relate to each other, our outer energy. The inner planets, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, last is Saturn, have to deal with us as individuals, giving us individual energy amongst each individual on this planet and other planets, I don't know. And then Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are the outer planets representing the collectives. Those are the generational planets because they move so slow, but their energy is powerful. Coming back to the aspect of Saturn square Uranus, which is the most important aspect out of all 2021 and some of 2022, because they both will be sitting in Aquarius and Taurus, fixed signs, for the next few years. Why do they keep aspecting each other exactly? Because they both can retrograde, especially Saturn. So after it passed Uranus, because Uranus has been hanging around in the second decan between 10 and 20 degrees, it's now at 13 degrees, I believe. It has been there for a while because more than likely it'll be in this second decan for the next 2 years as Saturn is going in retrograde back and forth between the second decan, first decan, and then once it moves into Pisces, you'll feel less of Saturn squaring Uranus because it'll be in that third decan. The decans represent the 10 degrees out of the 30 degrees of each sign. First decan is 0 to 10. Second decan is 11 to 19 degrees. Last decan is 20 to 29 degrees because you don't go to the 30 degree, you go to the 0 degree once again when you switch signs. check out my episode about the degrees and how each sign builds on each other. That is coming up. It's a long episode. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm ready to show you, but it is definitely coming soon. 1 second, I just uploaded the weekly episode. Now I'm getting ready to upload it to YouTube so that it can begin and we can move on with Saturn and Uranus. I'm multitasking, y'all. I'm just going to start it and I will title it all in a second. Title week of 6/14. Happy birthday to POTUS tomorrow. Actually today. It is about to be 12/12. 6/14 to 6/21. The beginning of Cancer season next Monday. Happy Monday. All right. Happy Monday the 14th. We're almost halfway through June too. Entering the summer solstice. All things are coming about. No, it's not made for kids. All right. Working on that. Now, 12/12 Ashe. All right. Saturn and Uranus. Now, where was I? Why do I have this calendar up next to my video? Well, as I was saying, the energies that will be going through all of 2021, January 2021, which we're already past, to into 2022, because it does not move into, Saturn does not move into Aquarius for 2 years. I do not know the exact date. I know it's in 2022, more likely the end. Because Saturn just moved into Aquarius on the Great Conjunction on 12/21/2020. So, those of you who are in the truther world, not the conspiracy theory anymore because too many are coming true. I have done some research right before I started this. I don't have any notes. It's all up in here because, again, Saturn squaring Uranus has been affecting us since January 6, 2021, when it began moving into that, I think it was in the first decan with Uranus. Don't get me on the degrees, but more than likely Uranus was around 9, 10 degrees. Now it's in like 12, 13. That doesn't make sense. It was probably like 10 degrees because it moves slow. Anyway, Saturn, once it entered into that close of 90 degree between where Uranus is in Taurus, one fixed sign, and where Saturn is in Aquarius, another fixed sign, that not so strong, but the energy begins once they move into their signs that are compatible based on the modes. Not compatible, but they're going to aspect each other based on the modes, the mode being fixed. It wasn't exact until February 17th. That is why I have up this calendar. I have another page too, just saying the things that happened on February 17th. So let's just start here. This is from insider.com. February 17th, Rush Limbaugh died. Conservative radio host, you see, who is giving him his Medal of Honor. So therefore, he's part of that team, not the other team that we truthers are definitely knowing that their days are numbered. Now, shortly after that exact square between Uranus and Saturn back in the wintertime, the news broke about the divorce of these two. Now, this I feel like I'm interpreting as the celebrities and their relationships and their private lives are coming to the forefront. Okay, the reality of their authority in this world via Saturn is being broken down by the new world coming in. New celebrities, new couples, new power couples, you know what I'm saying? The old ones done and nothing else needs to be said. This, I believe, has a lot to do, especially with him getting the Medal of Freedom here, us freeing ourselves. Aquarius has to do with the people, has to do with social groups. It's about us finding the people that fit the mold for the new world. Even though he died this day, the picture here is just telling me that it's something about freedom. Freedom from the old world to the new. Very significant on February 17th. Now, going into the old world is why I pulled up this satanic calendar, if you all know, and hopefully I won't be flagged for this, but around February 17th, right before February 17th, in February, there's a lot of sacrifices going on. Let me even go to this one first. On February 17th is Ash Wednesday for those who are religious and Christian, what is it called? Denomination. I am not anymore because of certain things. This is the beginning of Lent, and if you know about Lent, Lent is sacrifice time. It is when you sacrifice things for whatever you believe in. The sacrifice is for it. Now, this is the satanic rituals dates part of the calendar, okay? We got this from Blogspot. February 2nd. Let's start with the first February 2nd. Blood sacrifice. Animals or humans. Do we need to go back and see? Because all of this is being affected by Saturn square Uranus. Do we need to go back and see? February 2nd, not much. Who is this? Opposition leader and vocal critic of President Putin, sentenced to nearly 3 years in prison. Okay, so this is a worldwide thing, y'all, you know? So I just went back there just to see what it was popping off when they pop off the human and animal sacrifices. Animal sacrifices, February 2nd, Groundhog Day, okay? February 2nd, sexual sacrifices. Remember, the real reason that I am a POTUS supporter, real POTUS, is because no one is talking about the sexual sacrifices of children and child sex trafficking. Nobody in the celebrity world, nobody in the political world of the fake administration going on right now. But oral, anal, sodomy, okay. It says female, but who knows? 7 to 17. Satanic reveals. I don't know how this will tie in. I can't interpret that right now, but maybe you can, and as you watch, leave something in the comments, maybe whatever you're thinking. But right after the Saturn square was exact, the first time this year, there's another blood sacrifice of any age person. Let's go see what happened on February 25th. So many things have happened this year, y'all. I'm not going to have this in my memory, so of course I had to look. We don't have anything for February 25th, but look at February 27th. The Johnson & Johnson shot came out. Sound like a blood sacrifice for anyone? Any age? The communion of blood and dismemberment. Dismemberment? Like taking your member off? And that was a full moon in, that had to be the opposite of Pisces, Virgo. That was a Virgo moon. Dealing with health. Dealing with health. How? You see how things, when people say astrology is not real, this is why I do what I do. I research what happened on that day in the astrology world as well as in the real world. The real world is being exposed. Therefore, after everything is broken down with this real world being exposed for the things like this, the new world can only take place. I don't know what the new world is about, but it ain't gonna be this. All right, it's not even funny. All right. Saturn square Uranus otherwise is square again is conflict, but it's conflict that needs to be had. It's nothing you can stop. Saturn being the last individual planet dealing with us as individuals. As we pull away or be ripped away from the realistic reality that we've always known, the original world, right? From the Pisces age, because now we're in the Aquarius age. And as we move in ages, of course, things are going to change. Anybody that thinks it's going to go back to the same thing, anybody that probably tries to put their old beliefs on you, is going to go in. And I've been going through my Facebook and Instagram rants as I had time to today. And it's just a lot of people still pressing some old values and things that just are not fitting anymore. And that's what this whole square is about. It's not fitting you, leave it be. If it's not fitting for your what's going to be going on to bring you up, to elevate you, to set you up for greatness, so you can receive the abundance from all the other aspects that are good for us, especially Jupiter and Pisces, then you're just going to be for a rude awakening. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just always trying to wake you up. Always trying to teach everyone abundantly and empower many. Okay? That is what TM Zakia Enlightening Every Day is about. Get a life, growing into divine adults, loving yourself forever. I didn't just call it Get a Life so you can get a life. You can get a life, but it has a meaning. We are growing. We're not descending. We are ascending. And that is all I want to say about that. So I will do a part 2 after tomorrow, after today, later today, because it is early in the morning on Monday, after we have experienced it. And let's just touch bases and see what we can pinpoint exactly what happens in this exact day. Something's going to happen, and it's going to be more than POTUS's birthday. It's going to be a lot of stuff. And if you watch my episode for this weekly forecast and you hear about Monday, be prepared. Always be prepared. Always grow into a divine adult. Always love yourself forever. I'm TMZ. Peace.